Let's talk a little bit about the new Congress is going to convene. We understand the first thing that Republicans are going to do is pass the Keystone Pipeline legislation. The president hasn't said flatly that he's going to veto it, but it looks like it's headed that way. What do you see happening there?
Well, look, our Republican colleagues say that this is a jobs bill, but that's really not true at all. By most estimates, it would create several thousand temporary construction jobs and only 35 permanent jobs. Compare that to the number of jobs created in the economy last month, 300,000. And so Democrats are dubious of this, but we're going to introduce amendments to make it more of a jobs bill. We're going to introduce an amendment to say that the steel used in the pipeline should be made in America, creating American jobs. We're going to introduce an amendment that says that the oil that's used in the pipeline should be used in America. Imagine building a pipeline that ships Canadian oil across America to be exported to other countries from Texas. That makes no sense at all in terms of American working people's interests. So we're going to say that the oil should stay here. And finally, we're going to introduce an amendment to add clean energy jobs. If you do things for wind and solar energy, you create tens of thousands of more jobs using clean energy. Why create a very few jobs with the dirtiest of energy from tar sands when you can create tens of thousands more clean jobs using wind and solar? And you know, our Republican colleagues are doing what they always do. They're appeasing a few special interests, in this case oil companies and pipeline companies, and not really doing what's good for the average American middle-class family in terms of creating jobs. So I think, Bob, in conclusion, we will have enough votes to sustain a presidential veto.
So even if these amendments pass, you would still urge the president to veto this legislation?
Well, yes, I don't think these amendments will make it better, but certainly not good enough at this point in time. And I think there will be enough Democratic votes to sustain the president's veto.
All right. Well, Senator, thank you for joining us.
We need a much different energy policy. Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.